Hi, and welcome to our latest tax update brought to you from the Dot Lounge restaurant on top of the Deloitte building here in Nicosia. Today, we're celebrating our third anniversary of the Tax Webcast series. So congratulations to the whole of the Cyprus tax team. Keep up the good work. Before we start today's tax webcast, let's just go back to memory lane. Hi, my name is Pieris Markou, and I would like to welcome you to our first of a new series of quarterly tax updates brought to you by the Deloitte Cyprus tax team, right here from the old town of Nicosia in Cyprus. Right here from the doorsteps of the Ministry of Finance in Nicosia, brought to you from the doorsteps of our House of Representatives, brought to you on a very hot and sunny day, right here from the beautiful Limassol Marina, from a very cold and snowy day in Washington, D.C., USA. From the sunny and warm Sydney, Australia. Happy New Year! So congratulations to our Deloitte Cyprus tax team and keep up the good work. The main aim of our tax webcast is to brief you on the most important tax developments. So let's set the countdown clock and start. We will start by looking at the most important developments in local legislation. A bill has recently been submitted to Parliament providing powers to the Commissioner of Tax to extend the submission deadline of any tax return, allowing the more efficient and effective administration of the tax returns by the tax department. We suspect, however, that this provision was greatly influenced by the fact that the electronic submission of income tax returns, which is mandatory for all taxpayers, is approaching very fast, and the 2017 tax return has yet to be uploaded on the TaxisNet system. We understand that the bill will be voted on the 4th of May, and it has the full support of all political parties. Furthermore, once the bill is voted, the Commissioner is expected to give an extension to the submission deadline for the 2017 tax returns from the 31st of July to 31 of October. At the same time, an amendment to the Assessment and Collection of Taxes law is proposed so that in the event of an extension in the submission deadline, the due date for payment of the tax will coincide with the submission date. According to an announcement issued by the Tax Department, as from 30th of March 2018, the manual process followed to register with TaxisNet is now abolished. Registration is now done electronically as follows. Individuals who are currently registered with the Tax Department but not registered with the TaxisNet system will receive a unique registration number by mail from the Tax Department. This number will be used for the purpose of registering with TaxisNet, as well as for the purpose of authorizing a representative by completing the corresponding electronic forms. Those individuals who are not registered with the Tax Department should seek to register as soon as possible so as to be able to also register with TaxisNet. Lastly, on the local developments, the Council of Ministers has approved 2 tax bills that propose to make the decisions of the tax tribunal public and with retrospective effect. The bills amend the income tax law and the assessment and collection of taxes law with the aim of making the information available to taxpayers and professional advisors so as to ensure consistency in the application of the tax laws. According to the explanatory note to the bill, this development is necessary in order to enhance the transparency and accountability of the public administration, but at the same time, it is necessary to ensure that the taxpayer's personal information is protected. We will now look at some international developments. On the 22nd of March 2018, the OECD announced that following Slovenia's ratification, which is the 5th state to ratify the multilateral instrument, the MLI will enter into force. According to the terms of the MLI, following a period of 3 months after the date of ratification by the 5th state, the MLI will enter into force for those first 5 jurisdictions at the start of the subsequent calendar month. Therefore, the MLI will first enter into force on the 1st of July 2018 for Austria, Isle of Man, Jersey, Poland, and Slovenia. A similar 3-month period for entry into force will apply for all other jurisdictions that subsequently ratify the MLI. Another important international development is the approval of both the Common Corporate Tax Base, known as CCTB, and the Common Consolidated Corporate Tax Base, known as CCCTB, by the European Parliament's Economic and Monetary Committee. The committee believes that this will create a clearer and fairer EU corporate tax regime as they seek to set a single set of rules to apply to companies operating within the European Union for the calculation of their taxable profits. However, both the CCTB and the CCCTB are viewed as controversial, as it is believed that it is the larger member states that have the most to gain and the smaller member states that have the most to lose. We will follow the developments with great interest as this unwinds within the corridors of the European Parliament. We will now have a quick look at some tax treaty developments. The tax treaties that Cyprus has signed with Ethiopia and Barbados have now entered into force, since the relevant procedures required by the laws of each country for the entry into force have been completed. The provisions of each treaty have already been covered in previous webcasts. As far as new treaties are concerned, no new treaties have been signed during this month. However, there are a number of treaties under negotiation, and various rounds of meetings are planned to take place in the next few months. These include negotiations with Morocco, Hong Kong, Jordan, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Vietnam. We will close off today's tax update with a brief reminder of the deadlines coming up. The 30th of April is the deadline for the payment of the first installment of the premium tax for insurance companies in the life business sector for the first quarter of 2018. 31 of May does not contain a tax deadline, and if the previously mentioned proposal to extend the submission deadline for the personal income tax returns and tax payments is voted by Parliament, you are likely to enjoy most of the summer without worrying about any tax deadlines. So this concludes our tax update for this month. Thank you for watching.